AC Milan's Kessie has been given a 93 rated Team of the Season card, and it looks pretty amazing, especially with that 99 physical stats. So in this video today, we're going to give him a go. If you want to improve your ultimate team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description, and if you use the code Kieran, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now this guy's Road to the Final item in this game was incredibly popular throughout Ultimate Team, so I'm expecting a lot of people to have their eyes on this Kessie item, and with stats like he has, you can understand why people are eyeing him up. High wear rates, has a 4-star weak foot as well, which is very nice for a mid, and in terms of traits there really isn't too much to discuss, but yeah, the card stats look amazing, and the in-game stats are also pretty damn good. There's a couple of pretty average ones in there, but none that should really affect him too much. Let's begin with that physical column, which is almost perfect. Yeah, you literally won't find a card better than that, and if there is, there'll only be like a handful of them. Like, those physicals are just stupid. 99 ratings for stamina, strength and aggression, that is what you love to see. And in the defending column, he's got some nice stats too. Not amazing ones, might I add, in some departments, but still some decent ones. Obviously 95 interceptions is great, 92 defensive awareness is very, very nice, as is the 92 stand tackle, but the 87 side tackle is good but not great at this stage. Also, his head accuracy isn't anything too special, but still, defensive stats look very, very nice, no complaints there. Dribbling also looks decent for a defensive mid, obviously really nice reactions, ball control, dribbling and composure. The agility isn't the best, but for a DM, 82 agility certainly isn't bad, so once again, zero complaints with that. Passing looks nice, good vision, good shot, well, brilliant shot passing rating, and a very nice long passing rating, so I'm expecting this guy to be, you know, a pretty good distributor. And to be fair, for a defensive mid, his shooting is actually really, really nice, and very good shot power and long shots, so hopefully from distance he can be a threat. Obviously the finishing isn't anything too crazy, but as I say, with him being a defensive mid, that's not a huge issue. And the pace obviously is pretty nice. Would prefer the pace to be the other way around, would prefer better acceleration, but nonetheless in game hopefully he does feel very, very quick. Kessie with a basic is a 97 rated CDM and centre mid, and also a 95 rated centre back. And to be honest, with his shadow, he becomes a 97 rated centre back. So yeah, that is not a card I want to come up against as a centre-back in Champs, so yeah, there is that. Anyway, what are we going to use on him? Probably Shadow, to be honest. I want the pace boost ultimately, and also brings up his defensive stats very, very nicely. I feel like that is the correct chem style for him. If you want to use him in maybe a more advanced role than CDM, then maybe consider Engine, but as I say, I think Shadow is certainly the one for this guy. If you would use anything different, let me know what that would be in the comment section down below. I also don't think Catalyst is a bad option for him by any means, but as I say, I definitely feel like Shadow is the one for a DM role or a centre back role, and possibly Engine for a centre mid role. Kessie's actually got a really good midfield battle in this game. Team of the Season De Jong and Team of the Season Llorente he is going to be up against. Nice from Kessie. He's just absolutely bodied him. Pass clear wasn't the best, but made a really key tackle there. Kessie once again with a good tackle, but ultimately we just can't clear the ball. But once again, Kessie is there. Love to see that. Nice block there from Kessie. Another nice tackle there from Kessie. One thing I'm noticing about him is he loves to drop into that defensive line. Kessie is going to be dropping to be the only DM in the second 45, so we'll see how he does in that role. Ronaldo slides it in behind, and it's Kessie of all people who's through on goal here. What we're going to do, keep bit of keeper movement, but we're not going to fall for it. And it's a great finish in the end. Kessie in behind. Finds Lukaku in a bit of space. Mangala to beat. Oh, sad. Nice block initially by Kessie. Oh, nice double block by Kessie. Love to see that. And he's put Lukaku through as well. And the game ends in a 5-all scoreline. Wow. How was Kessie in that game? Going to be honest, in the first half I thought quite poor, but in the second half actually played really, really well. Made some key intercepts, some key tackles, and yeah, just a really, really good second 45. But as I say, in that first half, not too great at all. The midfield battle in this one for Kessie is going to be between him, Emre Can, and Sabitzer as well. So let's see how he does against those. Oh, also Amiri as well. Nice from Kessie there. Really good work to win back the ball. Kessie getting at Armstrong. Sadly doesn't complete the tackle there. Delay into the path of Lukaku with a flick, but sadly the flick just had too much on it even for himself. It's been a pretty tough game. As you can see, we have not had much of the ball at all, but we've made it count when we have had it. But yeah, going to be a tough second half, but I'm hoping we can get the job done. We are going to switch to the 4-1-2-1-2 like we did in the first game. Kessie is going to drop to be a lone DM, and Lukaku is going to be given a striker partner. Interesting. Bit of a double team there by Kessie and Theo Hernandez. We do. Kessie chips it through nicely for Ronaldo. Oh, he's gone down. Lukaku gets the goal. He just pops them in the right areas. Like I've said, I think literally every shot I've taken with Lukaku so far has hit the back of the net. Like, he just can't do anything wrong. Kessie in space. Tight angle, but that does not matter for Kessie. 99 shot power on sure right there with a ridiculously angled shot. There's Kessie, chance to distribute. That's a nice left-footed pass up to Perisic. And there's full time. So considering at half-time it was 2-2 and we had 30% possession, I must have given the best team talk ever, because I'm telling you, that guy was not a bad player at all. Thought Kessie in that game was very, very good, made plenty of intercepts, tackles, and also got himself a goal and a assist, which is very, very pleasing. Like, positionally, I don't think he's fantastic, and I'll cover this when we get into the summary. So depending on what formation you're using him in, stay back while attacking is definitely going to be advised. So what are we saying about this 93 rated Kessie? Very good card. I will say though, initially the item did frustrate me a bit, but once I got used to him, once I played around a bit, I thought he was very, very effective. And I'll say it instantly, the work rates do have this guy a little bit all over the place. For instance, early on I found him like just sitting in the back line, which is a bit annoying, and it would be a bit all over the shop. If you want to use this guy, especially if you want him to be, you know, in a defensive role, I really, really do strongly advise stay back while stay back while attacking on him, because if not, he is going to go free roam, and yeah, he can just be a bit all over the place. That's due to them high work rates, so yeah, instantly do advise stay back while attacking, so that way it'll keep him in position a bit more. And then once you've done that, I'm telling you, you've got yourself a really, really nice midfield option. Also, off that basis, don't really think too much of him as a centre mid. I think DM just is the role for him, even if you want him as a box-to-box DM. I just wouldn't use him as, like an attacking one. So, what are we saying? What did we like about this card? He was quick. He was very, very quick in game, and like with his pace split, that was something that worried me a bit, but for me, he felt very, very quick, very mobile, and that just made him very easy to use as someone to like screen in front of the defensive line, and he did that very, very effectively. His shooting felt very good when it comes to shot power, and from distance he's certainly a threat. Got to be honest, didn't really get to test out the finishing too much, but as I say, from distance and inside the box with power shots, he was very, very effective. Passing was actually pretty nice with this card as well, and with him having that 4-star weak foot too, he can distribute off of either foot, which is very, very good, and he also can certainly pick a pass from deep as well, which is another benefit to this card. He's nice for playing out the back with. Then we come on to the dribbling, which is another one of them. His dribbling is very good for his role. Like, I wouldn't use him any further up the pitch because I just don't think he's got the agility for it. But for a defensive mid, he is agile enough for that role, and his ball control is great, and he can definitely protect the ball as well, which is fantastic. And in general, his dribbling for a CDM is really freaking good. So another area of his game where I'm very happy with. I'll repeat though, wouldn't use him any further up the field. I don't think his dribbling is good enough for them kind of roles. But for that defensive mid role, absolutely fantastic. Then we come on to the defending, which is obviously a key part of a defensive midfielder's job. For me, made loads of intercepts, made plenty of tackles, and ultimately just defended well for most part. The only issue I had with him when defending was his positioning, which I soon corrected with an instruction. So yeah, that's that. And then finally the physicals, like they're brilliant. Like you really can't get much better physicals. Aerially, he does actually win a decent amount of headers, which is nice. His stamina makes him last the full 90 minutes, which is great, and probably extra time as well. Sadly, we didn't go to extra time, so we didn't really get to test that, but with 99 stamina, you'd expect nothing less. Strength and aggression in-game is great, and to be honest, this is one of them cards where even if he didn't have great defending stats like he does, because he's got ridiculous strength and aggression, he's just got the ability to knock people off the ball, which is huge in this game, because for most part, that's how most people defend this year. Not a lot of people end up pressing the tackle button and just try and like force people off the ball, and that is something this Kessie is actually really, really effective at doing. So he just makes for a, you know, he's a disruptor. Ultimately, that's what he is, and he does that very, very nicely in game. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with the card. As I say, the wear crates do hinder him a little bit, so I do advise some instructions on him, but other than that, I really do think he's a great midfield option. So I'm happy with this card. Do I think he's worth 750k? I've got to be honest, I think that price is a bit steep for him, just because we've got so many complete midfielders already available in the game, but obviously it's day one, his price will come down. So yeah, great card, and as I say, I do expect a lot of people to be using this over the next few weeks, especially if he's common in the guaranteed pack or in red picks. So yeah, very, very nice item. So those are my thoughts on the 93 rated Kessie. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on the item. Also, EA, where are the dynamic images at? Like, it's been a few hours now, like, surely they should be on the cards, but they're not, unfortunately. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on the card. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one.